One of the biggest factors in determining whether you qualify to buy a house is your income. And for most people, that income comes from a full-time or part-time job. Here to clear all of this up about how this affects you when you go to buy a house and get a mortgage loan is mortgage expert Tyler Osby. Tyler, behind garage door number 1, we're talking about employment and employment history. So what do you hear in your line of work? Maybe some misconceptions that people have about themselves and their employment.
It's crazy how wrong people get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of people think they need to have the same job for 2 years, which is very rare in itself.
It really
anymore,
is,
right?
yes, and that's not the case.
Yeah, and a lot of people think you got to be a full-time employee, or they don't think that part-time employment can be considered. There's a lot of things that go into it, but there's a lot of misconceptions on those topics.
Basically, what we're saying is, we will work with you. Mortgage lenders will work with you with all of these situations, and even some that might be kind of unique. We'll go to garage door number 2 and look at those. So these are other common, I'll call them just life situations that people are in all the time. So how do these things affect people who are applying for mortgage loans?
Yeah, well, in Iowa it's unique, right? Homes are a lot more affordable here, so we help people straight out of college buy houses, which is fantastic. And we get people literally day one that they start a new job qualified to buy a house. College counts as work history. So we don't care what your grades were, we just care that you're in college.
Yes.
Additionally, new jobs, people are wondering, well, I have just started this new job, I haven't been here for very long. There are many, many ways to document that that is consistent and predictable income so you can qualify, or people who maybe took some time out of the workforce, maybe they're a stay-at-home mom, or there's a lot of reasons why that happens.
Yes.
Some people think they have to return to work for a full 2 years before they're eligible, and that's often not the case. If we can go back and verify before they took the break that they had a consistent work history, they could be back at a new job for usually 6 months, and then they qualify. There's even exceptions to that rule too.
So don't assume that because you fall into this category that you can't buy a house or get a mortgage loan. Just misinformation out there.
So much.
Behind garage door number 3, we are going to advise you to maybe seek some guidance if your income does fall into one of these categories. So what are we talking about here?
These get a little hairier, right?
They do.
So
yep. Take a little more work.
Self-employed people, benefit is you can reduce your tax liability, right? Because you write a lot of things off. But when we go to qualify for a loan, some loan types, not all, look at tax returns to see what you paid income tax on, and that's what we use to qualify. So that could be a hang-up, but know that there's some alternative options. Maybe somebody says no to you, there might be someone else who says yes, so look around. Commission pay, very similar. A lot of times you need some history of receiving that commission income. There's some exceptions to the 2-year rule that you hear a lot there. Variable pay is something we see a lot more of more recently, and that's someone who does not consistently work a straight 40-hour-a-week shift. Maybe they have the situation where they get let out of work early a little bit every once in a while and their pay stubs don't show consistent pay. They're going to look back at history of receiving variable pay to consider it something that you can use to qualify.
Just find a lender and talk to them about this, because you might be surprised.
Yeah, always ask for an expert opinion. And if you can, especially when you got kind of a hairy situation, try to get these deals pre-underwritten. Don't just do the whole push button get mortgage thing.
Yes.
This can really get you into some tough spaces. It's real money when you start going into home buying, and you want to make sure you have a thorough pre-approval from somebody with a reputation that you can stand behind.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tyler, thank you. If you would like to share what you have learned here today, or maybe check out some of our other HomeWise topics, be sure to visit who13.com.